Today, a 44-year-old mother of three shares a powerful realization: men and women are simply different. Kevin Samuels explains why accepting those differences brings peace and better relationships.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I just want to expound on what you were saying about men and women being not being equal.
Okay.
I have an 18-year-old and an 11-year-old son. And right when they hit puberty, I'm 5'8". I fluctuate between 150 and 160. But right when my sons hit puberty, I do what I call the push test. And what that is we stand face to face, interlock our hands, and I tell them, push me as hard as you can. My
Mm-hmm.
oldest son, he's a beanpole. My second son, he's a medium guy, and my youngest son's a medium guy as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they all push me across the room. We're not equal. I mean, it
No,
really, we're
no.
not equal, and it's okay. And
Mm.
women, we just need to understand it's really okay, and it's wonderful that
Right.
we're not equal. So I
How old are your
just
boys?
20, 18, and 11. And I started doing it as a test because, domestic violence. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
look, I saw it on the news one day and I'm like, that's a good way to teach a guy that he's stronger than a woman and to never
Right.
put his hands on a woman. So I just
So
started doing that little test and I do it with my nephews too.
one thing I'll ask with your three boys, are they in any sort of martial art?
They were when the 18-year-old and the 20-year-old, they were when they were younger.
Uh-huh.
And they also were in boxing.
Okay.
My
I'm gonna
11
I'm
year
gonna
old,
I'm
he
gonna tell you
likes
that
football.
all three no, these all three of those boys need to be in a martial art to learn how to defend. Okay. I'm gonna use some words here. There are two primary rules in the primitive mind of man. We judge each other on our ability to fight and to fuck. Simple as that. A
Okay.
man who cannot physically fight and defend himself always questions himself. He does
Ooh.
not necessarily know how to handle himself in intense situations. And one of the
Mm.
best things you can and we really don't know who we are as men until we get hit real hard. I tell all men that they need to learn how to take it. Okay, imagine your oldest son comes home and says, "Mom, in 10 years I met the woman of my life and she's 7 years younger than me. And she's a beautiful little feminine something and she's going to go make you a grandbaby." And then don't you want your son to be able to defend her and your grandchild?
Most definitely.
Okay, well then you got to help him. Because I was going to ask you about the father and all this other stuff, but they're 18 and 20, I don't care. Get them into martial arts. Push them in. I don't care what it is: Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, Judo, Aikido, whatever. They need to become proficient. Black belt, at least brown belt level, preferably black belt. And it will
I
help
will
them.
definitely do that.
Yeah,
I
it will
stalked
help them
them.
at all levels of life. It will help them in
Okay.
conflict resolution. It will help them out here moving amongst these police. Trust me, get them into martial arts so they can be least trained. Okay?
I most definitely will.
Thank you.
And the second thing I
Go
wanted,
ahead.
oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay. The second thing I wanted to talk about is high value men. It's difficult to have a career as a woman while that man is off working 10, 12, 16 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
My ex, he had a small electrician business. And I woke up with him in the morning to make him his breakfast. Occasionally, he would ask me and the kids to come out and have
Mm-hmm.
lunch with him. And at night, the nights that he got home late, I would be like, you have to support him. What they want
Mm-hmm.
is support. And it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to be supportive of your man if you're at work and you're exhausted too. It just doesn't work. And I just wish I'm 44. I
Mm-hmm.
wish more. I feel like I'm on the last part. Well, I'm on that generation where some of us still understood the gender roles and why it's important, and then other decided to be men.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just wish more women understood that you get more fulfillment by being a lady to your man and to your kids than going out there pushing, 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 trying to be like a man. That's all I wanted to say.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for putting that book in it because some women will hear that from you and they wouldn't, which may have tuned me out, but hearing it from you, especially with having 3 boys, I don't care how they hear it as long as they get it. Thank you, Jay.
All right,
Appreciate it.
bye.
Bye. Shout out to her. See, and I'm gonna go ahead and Zoe K. I don't see you there. We're gonna go ahead and shut that down. So understand something, that a lot of us, I didn't get taught this stuff. We're all trying to figure it out. High value men by our very natures, we're builders, we're fixers, and everybody doesn't necessarily have my particular skill sets to be able to talk to folks. But I think overall that people can understand where you're coming at this thing from sort of a good faith perspective. At the end of the day, I will give the caller down in Jamaica this. We don't get anywhere by ourselves. But when we come together, mankind has been able to come together in our ability to collaborate, not war. And there is too much warring going on between men and women. And what happens when wars are happening? Does the industry progress? Does society progress? No, you just continue. It actually casualties and regression. But versus you put things down and start working and building together, and look at our lives. We got more 40 and 30 and 40 and 50-year-old single folks, and especially in our community, than ever. Eventually, I'm gonna put those things down and figure out how do the people who talk it out, who want to talk it out. All right, y'all in there still wild out. Kenya, and they're talking about she don't want to. She got steaks and carrying on, and But one thing y'all noticed, one thing you noticed, Black Wolf, Kenya ain't went nowhere. Let me tell you guys something. One thing y'all gotta realize, a lot of times these women who come over here talking all that yip yip yip, they know where they're at. Because if they really weren't trying to hear it, they'd have left. And the conversations that are had over here aren't the same conversations that are had other places. And a lot of those old talking points don't work. Some people just gotta. It's gonna take a little bit more time for them to come down off that, if they ever do. And the thing is, Black Wolf and the guys like you, it don't matter. We just keep doing what we gotta do. I say it again, guys. You can shut people up with your work. Don't win through argument. Win through your actions. You're not gonna convince a lot of people to change their mind. Just do the work. Do the work. Just keep hustling, keep building, keep grinding, keep doing what you gotta do. Build, go. And even the women who like, I don't like the way and look at where his pinky toe is. They can talk about all of what they want to, but they can't say that sucker does do some work. That's all that matters to me. All right, guys, I got to get up out of here. Ladies.
The problem today is that too many people are trying to blur the lines. But men and women bring different strengths. Men build, protect, and provide. Women nurture, support, and bring peace. That balance is what keeps society functional. You've raised sons. You've seen what real masculinity looks like. You're not late, ma'am. You just got clarity, and that's powerful at any age.